Hello friends, my name is Shayla and today I'm here to film my August TBR for you. So we're getting back into some regularly scheduled content for you after all of the reading rush madness. So let's talk about what I want to read for August. So for the book that I'm going to be rereading in the month of August, I will be starting my reread of the Stormlight Archive. So I will be starting with The Way of Kings. I will most likely be consuming this via audio as I really enjoy that format to reread this particular series. I feel like I pick up on some of the nuances that sometimes I miss within the text. So that will be the book reread that I'm focusing on this month. Let's pick out the manga series that I'm going to be rereading this month. Let's see what we got here. Oh, perfect. The Water Dragon's Bride. So The Water Dragon's Bride is a shoujo series about a young girl who ends up falling into this pond, and that ends up transporting her to another world where she ends up sacrificed to the water god of this world. And it's all about the ramifications of that. We do see her age quite a bit throughout the series. She does not stay this young at all, and it's fantastically done. It's one of these series that I really love. It's by Ray Toma, and so I am very excited to reread this one, where I can read it straight through and get all of my feelings rather than, you know, I think I read the first half of this and then I was caught up with the published, so I had to wait. And so being able to just read it straight through is going to be a fantastic journey. So a couple of other things I want to discuss. I did not get to my Black Dagger Brotherhood reread for this month, so I will read my reaction vlogs. I'm not rereading these, I'm reading them for the first time. So I have Lover Avenged and Lover Mine. These will be my focus in August, and I'm going to be reading like all romance the month of August because of a particular thing that I'm participating in, and I will talk about that in a minute. But these will definitely be read in August. Then I have a couple of buddy reads picked out for the month. I buddy read pretty much consistently with Lindsay over at Lindsay Tut, and we have a couple things picked out. We're currently in the middle of Radiance, and we're most likely going to do its sequel right after. And then we'll be doing The Damned by Renee Audier, which is the sequel to The Beautiful. We both really enjoyed The Beautiful, so we want to continue on with the series. And then we will also be buddy reading Unravel the Dusk by Elizabeth Lim. This is also the Tell It Again book club pick for the month of August. And this is the sequel to Spin the Dawn, which is basically Project One Runway meets Mulan. It's really fantastic. And I believe this is the conclusion. I believe it's only a duology. So I'm really excited to be getting into it. Okay, so let's talk about this month-long readathon that I'm going to be participating in and reading a bunch of romance. I am participating in Summer Fling. This is hosted by a gambit of romance booktubers. I will leave a link to things below so that you know who all of the hosts are. I'm going to go over the prompts real quick, and then I'm just going to show you things that I'm hoping to get read. I don't know what's going to fit for what challenge specifically right now, but I'm hoping to hit all of the prompts because that would mean I'm reading diversely romance-wise throughout the entire month, and I definitely want to do that. So I'll have the graphic here, but the prompts are Down Home Country, Big City Life, Author of Color, Hot and Spicy, Dark and Dangerous, Sweet and Clean, Road Trip, Friends to Lovers, Diversity, Disability Rep, Old School Historical, and Category Romance. So the only one I know for sure right now is my Category Romance and then my Old School Historical. Those two are the only two I'm 100% sure about. The rest is all able to fluctuate. So my Category Romance, the only one I own right now, is Double Action Deputy by BJ Daniels. I really like BJ Daniels, and I saw this when I was at Walmart one day, and quick, easy, could easily sit down and read this in a day kind of situation, and I'm really excited to be reading it because I like BJ Daniels as an author. And then my Old School Historical is going to be Julie Garwood. I believe this was published like the year I was born, so it's old. Yeah, 1985, the year I was born. So, yes, I believe I had someone who wanted to buddy read this with me. I'm going to have to reach out and make sure that that's still the plan for August, but I'm reading it in August regardless. So these two are the only two that I know what prompts they're going to fit, and I'm excited to read them. So let's talk about the other things I want to get read. So some of the ones for like the cowboy ones. I had this bind up of Wild Cowboy Nights by Katie Robert. This is a foolproof love collection. So there's 3 books in this bind up. So I'm thinking maybe I will go here and have fun with that. Or I do have Hang Tough by Lorelei James. This is from the Blacktop Cowboy series by Lorelei James that I know I really love. So this is one that's definitely high as a potential as well. Maybe I'll read both. Who knows? I got lots of options here. And then I've got a couple of others here. I've got Leopard's Fury by Christine Fihan. I'm slowly working my way through the Leopards books, but I seem to be working my way through them backwards, and I'm kind of okay with that. It's kind of been fun. So yes, this one is Evangeline's story, and I've known Evangeline for a while now, so I'm really excited to finally get how they start out, because I've only heard bits and pieces. And then I have Savage Heat. I love the step back in this, but from what I'm gathering, this is going to be like racist AF towards Native Americans, and it was written a long time ago. Let's see. It's even called the Savage series, guys. That's pretty bad. And this is towards the end of it, and it published in 98. So I have a feeling there's going to be some really insensitive things said within this. I mean, it still has the stuff within. So I don't know. I might end up DNFing this. I don't know. I bought it because of the really pretty step back. But yeah, I don't know how this is going to go. This is probably going to be a hot mess. And yeah, I don't know. I'm going to try it. There's a good chance this won't get finished and it'll end up at the used bookstore. But yeah, that's all I'm going to say about it. All right. So when it comes to darker romances, the Steel Brothers saga from Helen Hart definitely falls into that category. So I do think I'm going to end up reading Legacy. I finally got my hands on a copy. And this one's going to be kind of my dark romance, though I might end up trying some other dark ones. I've been wanting to explore dark a little bit more, but I don't know. We'll see. And then I'm finally going to get around to reading Lucky Harbor by Jill Shalves. This is a bind up, again, of 3 novels. It's Lucky in Love, At Last, and Forever and a Day. Hers are usually just really pretty clean and sweet. I believe the sex scenes are a little more fade to black. Maybe not. I don't quite remember. My brain is not wanting to come up with that information at the moment for whatever reason. So yes, but I'm finally going to get to Lucky Harbor. This is one that I've really been wanting to get to for a long while now. And then I have Honor by Jay Crownover. This is from the Breaking Point series. This one looks a little on the darker side. I mean, we've got a stripper here and a guy in a suit. Don't be fooled. Don't make excuses for me. I am not a good man. So I do think this one's going to be a little on the darker side. I do love Jay Crownover smut a lot. I've read her Cowboy series. It's the Loveless Texas series, if you're interested in that. And I really enjoyed that, so I wanted to try something that wasn't her cowboy romances to see if I still loved it. And then I did want to follow up and read book 2 in the Gathering of Dragons series by Milla Vane, so I've got A Touch of Stone and Snow, which I am really excited to be reading. I really loved the first book. I'm really excited for the second book. It kind of has a questing, wandering kind of feel to it as well, so this might fall into my road trip kind of story. I don't know. We'll see. And then I have The Beast of Bestwick by Emily Howard. This is one that I've definitely been wanting to get to for a long while. I finally found it at my used bookstore and got it for cheap. So I'm really excited to be doing this historical. Really love the cover. The Beast of Bestwick has it all. A sexy, growly hero and a heroine every bit his match. So it sounds like the banter is going to be really good in this one. So I'm looking forward to that. And then I do have a YA romance I'd like to get to this month, and that is By the Book by Amanda Sellett. It's called A Novel of Pros and Cons, so I don't know if they've written others like this in the series or if they intend to. I don't know, but it just looks like a really cute romance that takes place around a library or a bookstore. And yes, all of the things here. Like, it's just gonna be adorable. So friends, I think that is everything for this particular video. I'm really excited about my rereads for this month, as well as reading a bunch of romance. It is my birthday month, so it just feels good to read a bunch of romances that I've been meaning to get to for a long time and to just enjoy things. I think it's gonna be a blast. I am so excited. And thank you guys for watching this video. Thank you all for all of the support that you've been giving my videos recently. I really appreciate it. I'm so close to 2,500 subs, and it just makes my heart happy that so many people care to watch my videos. So again, thank you guys for watching, and let me know down in the comments what you plan on reading for August, or if you plan on participating in Summer Fling. Please let me know some of your picks, because like Disability Rep, I'm leaning towards Perfect World Volume 2, which is a manga. But if there's actual books with disability rep that's good, I would love to know what they are down below. I think that's the biggest one where I'm going to need some recommendations. So thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in the next one.